Hello, I'm back with another video showing you how to make alcohol ink paper beads using your alcohol ink paintings. Anyone who watched my alcohol ink pendant video that I made back in April will know that in that video I set out to make alcohol ink paper beads, and I didn't do that because I felt that hiding the designs inside rolled up paper beads was a waste of alcohol ink. And one of my viewers called Deanna very kindly told me about an idea she had seen from another YouTuber whose name she couldn't remember had actually used alcohol ink paintings to make pillow beads. So that's what I've done in this video. I'm using one of my alcohol ink paintings that I wasn't particularly keen on, and so I wasn't particularly bothered about hiding it in paper beads. I've used that to make pillow beads, but what I've done, I've made the beads in such a way that they're very easy to string on 1mm elastic, because I've never really been that keen on pillow beads because I've never found them very easy to thread. So I've developed this way of making them easy to thread, and that's what I've done here. So here's my alcohol ink painting. If you're not sure how to create these paintings, if you go back and look at my last few videos, I do show you there how you can do this, how you can do it on plain paper, how you can do it on Yupo paper. Just have a look at the videos and you'll get an idea of how to do this. Now, I have cut mine up into strips, the traditional triangular strip, and we're using 2 per bead. Oh yeah, and another one of my viewers called Brit did ask me a while back if I seal my alcohol ink paintings with Kmart, and the answer is no, I don't. But in this project you're going to have to seal your beads because look at my fingers, that's from rolling these alcohol ink beads, so yes, they will need to be sealed. I use Deco Patch to seal mine. No, sorry, Deco Mache to seal mine. So at the start of this you need to stick 2 strips together exactly as you see me do here. Now, to make these easy to string, when you do your first wrap, because you're wrapping these strips around each other, make sure you don't wrap it tightly around the first strip. You need to be able to leave a space that you can get a toothpick in, because a toothpick is roughly around about 1mm, and that's the size elastic that I string my beads on. So as long as you do that, that's the only way that I could figure out of making these beads and actually making it easy to push some kind of threading material through, because I do like to use 1mm elastic, and I've never been able to get that through any pillow beads that I have made up until now. So that's basically all there is to it, and then once you get to the end you need to put some glue on, and then just stick the ends down, and that's it. It's very easy to make these beads. And as you finish them, just push them onto toothpicks, because this is how you are going to hold them when you put the sealer on. As I said, I used Deco Mache, so I wasn't sure what that would do to the colour, but in the end it didn't do anything. The colour was the same, so that's good. And yeah, as you can see, my fingers are a bit of a mess. It does come off your fingers quite easily. It doesn't stain the way it does when you're using the actual alcohol inks, and you can see why these beads need to be sealed. And there's 2 of them that I have done on one side with Deco Mache, and you can see one side is sealed and it doesn't really look much different to the side that's unsealed. So after that I was quite happy that they were going to seal fine, and I went ahead and did the whole lot. Now when you start out on this project, probably a good idea to do what I did. I actually took all my my bead strips and I stuck them together in twos like this and let them dry before I began, because even if you're using solid glue stick, you still really do need to let it dry first. So I'm just going to show you again for the benefit of people that have never made pillow beads before. I'm just going to quickly show you again how I did mine. And as I said, you need to leave a 1mm gap there. Don't wrap it tightly round the second strip, sorry. Make sure that there is a hole there that you could get a cocktail stick into, or toothpick if you're in America. Okay? And then it's just, you wrap the strips around each other and try to keep them central. When you consider that I wasn't really that keen on this alcohol ink painting that I'd done, this is probably the best possible use for that painting. And those two are fully sealed, and if anything, the sealer has actually enhanced the colour of the beads, so I'm quite happy with that. And this is how I dry my beads. I'm just using a discarded piece of polystyrene packing. I also use Florist's Oasis if I don't have any polystyrene around. So there are my finished sealed beads, and I threaded these all really easily because I had left that 1mm gap right at the beginning when I start to wrap them, and it does make life a whole lot easier because I've never figured out how to get any threading material through. I suppose it's okay if you use thin threading material, but I do tend to use a lot of 1mm elastic. So this is how I've used mine. I've used these gorgeous metallic silver beads with a 1mm hole through them, and I made myself a lovely necklace. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you to Deanna for giving me the idea, and if anybody knows who it was that posted the video showing how to use alcohol ink paintings on Yupo to make pillow beads, do leave me a comment. I'd love to know. Anyway, that's it for now, and thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. And as usual, don't forget to go on over to my website www.funcraftstodoathome.com, where as usual there will be a free printable for you. It's not the one that I used in this video, but there will be something over there that you can use to make pillow beads if you want to. Thanks again everybody, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care everyone, and bye for now.